businesses, we retain data on client information, all different kinds of clients. We have to protect that information legally now, but in the future. Where are we at the moment in terms of our responsibilities, in terms of the data that we have on hand and protecting it?
Yeah, it's a great question. So it depends on the kind of business you're in. So everybody's got an obligation to protect personal information, and that's not new. We've had the Privacy Act for quite a while now. But there are changing obligations depending on which industry you're in. The Security of Critical Infrastructure Act came in a couple of years ago, and that now has 11 industries that are covered by that. And so it's quite likely that you're also captured by the Security of Critical Infrastructure, or SOCI Act, as they call it, and that there are obligations under that. But if you run a company, and so many small businesses are structured as companies, then you have obligations under the Corporations Act. If you're a director of a company, you have obligations. And then also, if you're a regulated business, like those in the financial services industry, there are also regulations on cybersecurity for those. And all of them have minimum requirements for you to take action to protect your business, but also your customers and clients.
You mentioned whether your business is in a particular area that that comes under these legislation or these rules. Just say I'm Joe and I run a plumbing business. I've set it up as a company. I'm issuing invoices. I'm taking in customer information. What's my kind of level of implication in this space?
Yeah, so you will have personal data, that of your customers, particularly if there's people whose homes that you're going to, you're running a personal business rather than business to business operation. You'll have obligations under the Corporations Act because you run a company, and you may well be the director or sole director or one of a couple of directors for that company. And that may well be it. Unless you're a big provider in the water industry, you're probably not going to be caught under Security of Critical Infrastructure. But that said, if we were to take an example of a small accounting business, they are actually captured by other types of legislation as well. So it's really important to work out what your regulations are that apply to your business, because it's different for everyone depending on the size and the type of business that you're running.
Sounds like a bit of a regulatory jigsaw puzzle, because I'm just a simple plumber going around and making sure that everybody's pipes are working correctly and all that kind of stuff that goes with that job. Or I'm a chippy or a sparky, or running a dry cleaning business, for example, whatever it is. This all sounds pretty complicated and a bit of a jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah, it sure is. And that's exactly how I describe it to clients. We need to work out what your jigsaw puzzle looks like, because everybody's got a different jigsaw puzzle, and you might have different pieces to your mate who runs a slightly different business. If you're in the construction industry, you'll have something that's different to you if you're running a plumbing business or a landscaping business. So it's really important to work out what are the pieces in your jigsaw puzzle, and to get a really clear picture of what that jigsaw puzzle looks like and what you need to do.